So Level 8 contacted us and said, what do you need? And we said, well, we'll have the largest case you've got because we've got a 10-week voyage. So this is what they sent us. And we're here today, just have a quick look before we get to the nuts and bolts of actually using the thing. So what we have here is a Voyager 28-inch case.
99 litres, so...
9 litres, what does that mean? You can actually fit in 99 bottles of duty-free, but...
I don't think we'll be doing that. I think, yeah. Anyway.
It's the dark blue one, I think. It's a nice colour. It's our first, as we said before, it's our first hard shell luggage, so we're a bit apprehensive, aren't we? Actually, it's a big old thing, isn't it?
The wheels are fabulous. I can feel that already. So always good to have, you know,
good quality wheels.
And easily rotating wheels.
These are the wheels. They're actually really nice wheels.
Yeah.
They've got the kind of sort of soft sort of touches to the sort of grippiness of them. So that's really nice. It's just nice. It appeals to the minimalist in me.
Yeah.
So, okay, so what we have here is a handle on the top.
Oh gosh, that's firm.
No, it's a firm springy handle. Well, you're going to need it for the weight.
Yeah.
And it's actually got a handle on the front, which
clever,
is unusual, which is
good.
actually quite handy. Because normally we lift it up like this and we try and fumble for a bit on the side, and actually that's not good for your back.
No.
So that's nice.
There's a TSA lock here, so that's always very useful. We always go for luggage with TSA locks.
We do, yeah.
And then the handle.
The handle,
This
which
is unusual. This is an unusual handle.
This handle, this is what actually appealed to us. Is I can't get it off because it's all sellotaped up.
Yeah.
It's got a wide handle rather than a narrow handle, which is actually design-wise is really, really lovely. And what it means is, obviously, inside you haven't got those ridges down the middle, but we're not going to find that out until we open this bad boy up.
Yes.
So let's open it up, actually. Shall we see what's inside? Mm-hmm. We've got, basically, in here, 2 compartments that are all completely sealed. So that's nice.
So this is the base, which has just got this mesh.
Little mesh the top.
But it also has this divider in it.
It has a lovely divider.
Yeah, so you could divide off, I don't know, if you wanted to put shoes in there or something that you didn't want to touch the rest of your luggage. So
and no, you are right, this is the handle side. But it's actually flat,
side.
It's nice, there's no ridges in it. The handles are at the edges. Okay, so on this side, there's slightly more things going on. We've got a compartment at the bottom there, like a mesh compartment there, which is great. I mean, we put like all our paperwork and stuff like that is really good, sticking things like that. And then you've got like what looks like a waterproof compartment at the top.
If your flight wasn't leaving till late and you had a day in a resort and you wanted to go swimming and your costume was maybe still a bit damp or something, perfect.
That's
Stick
ideal,
it in there.
isn't it?
It's not gonna.
Also, you could put cosmetics in there that are prone to have a risk of linking.
So the other
like
side.
It's just it's a side, but the only problem we have here, the only downside is that middle handle does protrude from the middle there.
Yeah.
So you've got a little bit of intrusion, but this is the smaller half of the case. It's the sort of lid end, and it's less deep than the other end. As I say, it's our first hard shell case. This is their Level 8's sort of flagship, I suppose, aluminium carry-on. Isn't it a beauty? It's made of a sort of aluminium magnesium material, and I tell you what, it's the sort of case, if Apple did cases, this is the sort of case they would design. I mean, look at it, it's smooth, it's aluminium, shiny, and it just looks really good quality. It's really good quality, it just looks really good quality. Yeah. So it's the best carry-on they do, isn't it?
Yes, hopefully it's durable.
Hopefully it's durable because, I'll tell you why, it needs to be durable, because at the moment I use a specific camera carry-on, and I am going to leave that at home.
So the disadvantage that we always have with the Manfrotto case is that it's fixed wheels, so it makes it really cumbersome when you're trying to move it around. Yeah, you can only move it backwards and forwards.
It's just got 2 wheels and it's fixed and it goes backwards and forwards. And when you've got another case that's got like spinny wheels and you're trying to do a fixed wheel one in one hand and a spinny wheel one in another, it's really, really difficult because they clash and they bash into each other. And you have to scrape it along and all this kind of stuff, and it's really, really quite annoying. So this is going to be fantastic because we've got the large Voyager case from Level 8 as well, and this is going to sit perfectly with that because it will move in exactly the same way. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that. The only downside to this is a carry-on luggage case. So, you know, it hasn't got the dividers, it hasn't got the bits and pieces inside that I need. But my challenge will I be able to get all my camera equipment in there? And will it survive the test?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a hard shell, hopefully really durable shell, so it's going to protect everything inside.
It's a little bit of a risk. The only trouble I always have when I use carry-ons with all my camera equipment is the weight limits for carry-ons, and some of the airlines are very, very stingy when it comes to carry-on weight limits. But what a thing of beauty.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm really excited to see how my stuff is going to pack in here, and we will film that. I do like the corners look reinforced as well. That's good. Be plenty of bashing about.
So on the side of the case are these 4 feet.
Yeah, which is really good again. I do like the feet because it stops it all getting scraped on the floor.
Yeah.
This is very much like a flight case of musical equipment.
Yeah.
Because it's got these locks here, which are these are TSA locks. But if you press it, it's like a lever.
That's interesting.
They look solid as anything. Look at them. Now inside, oh gosh, that's actually really nice looking, isn't it? It's got, instead of zipper compartments or zipper covers, it's got these sort of stretchy covers, which is actually quite cool. Also, what we have here inside is
a very nice luggage label.
We've got a luggage tag, so that's actually nice. And then on the other side of the case, it's a set of packing cubes. Actually comes with the case. Level 8 sell these as a separate item.
Yeah.
But they obviously include it in the aluminium case, which is really good.
So part of our extended voyage is a land tour where we're going to so many different hotels and we're literally moving on every night. So we will literally be living out of the suitcase for a couple of weeks. So we thought we're hoping that packing cubes are going to make it much easier.
So let's just have a look. Let's open up and see what we've got inside here, yeah? Well, it's actually quite an extensive set of packing cubes. You've got these little Velcro tags. So you can label the packing cubes however you want. So you can just sort of at glance see, well, that's cosmetics, well, that's laundry, or that's your electrical stuff. That's really clever.
Tops and trousers.
Tops and trousers.
Tops and trousers one.
Creams and lotions.
Oh, cool. So there's 2 of that size, smalls, one sort of medium-sized one. That is for toiletries and cosmetics. So that's nice.
And this is for your...
I'll never get all my toiletries in that, but I...
Never get all your toiletries in this case.
So we're looking forward to taking these on the road, seeing how we get on with them, and we'll show you as we use them and come back and tell you what we thought of them.
Yeah. Will they stand up to the test, or will we go back to our old soft cases? So we'll see. Thanks to Level 8 for sending us this, but the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
Let's see how we get on, shall we? Right, so we are halfway into our really massive trip, and I thought I'd give us an update on how the cases were faring actually. So this is our mid-trip review of the aluminium carry-on, and I've got to say, it has been thrown around. It's basically been chucked on and off a coach every single day, put in the hold, and as you can see, and it's chock-a-block full of stuff. There's a few little dinks and dents forming. Some major scuff there on the handle, where it's been pretty much thrown around, as you can see. But it's coping incredibly well. I put a lot of heavy stuff in it, so it's not like just overnight bag. It is full of equipment, and let's take a look inside, shall we? The locks are super easy, super easy. And as you can see here, these little nets are absolutely brilliant at holding everything in. Absolutely brilliant, it's genius. So, you can see we're pretty full on that side. Pretty full of random gear. And actually, I need to put that in there. And that in there. When you're in and out of hotels every single day, things are getting in and out and in and out. And it's getting pretty thrown around. On the other side here, we've got, apart from some snack bars, we've got a really, really good thing. We've got 2 laptops in here and an iPad, and they fit in here perfectly, even inside their laptop cases. So you put them in the middle and you slide them up, and there they are. Perfect size for that. And then you put your iPad on top there, and then you've got a couple of little cases there full of bits, and it fits perfectly. There you go, as you can see, absolutely perfectly. So, you know, when you're carting gear around, actually, it's pretty much doing the job. The wheels are a bit grubby now. They've been shoved and pulled over all sorts of terrain, holding up well. So, mid-trip report, absolutely bang on. So we'll continue. Well done, Level 8. Fantastic case. Well, I was just going to sort of say that the wheels have held up really well, haven't they? And the sort of bashing about that we've done. A bit scuffed there. The case is a bit scuffed. But, you know, on the whole, actually, it's done pretty well, hasn't it? And we think product reviews don't mean anything unless you take them out into the real world and see them working. Now, we definitely gave these cases a thorough real world test over a massive 40,000 miles, 16 hotels, 6 flights, 10 airports, 2 cruise ships, I think about 12 coach journeys, 3 trains, 8 taxis, and several miles of really shoddy pavement. And the Voyager 28 here kept all our stuff safe and really well protected. I even risked my really expensive camera lenses in that on the way back from Australia, and it passed with flying colours. And I think the hard shell helped, especially with my confidence levels. The wide handle on it is great, but the only thing is you can't slot a bag over it as easy as a narrow one. But the square shape of it would be really good if you had a few of them, because you can slot them together, a bit like Tetris. The wheels are very tough, especially compared to our usual soft cases, which just don't go in the direction you want them to. But on the Voyagers, they made this thing easy to push around. If I was being picky, I'd say after lumping it around for 3 months straight, the 28-inch version is just a little bit too big for us, but I'd probably find the 26 version absolutely perfect. But that's our personal preference. But obviously, on the larger one, you can pack more in. So, okay, well, we're done with that one. What about this one, the Gibraltar 20-inch carry-on? We were very impressed with this case, although we used it for more unusual purposes, which was carrying all my camera equipment. We've since used it many times as a normal weekend case, and it's absolutely superb for that purpose. The wheels are super strong, taking miles of tough, well, quite crappy British pavement. The locks are very good indeed as well. The mechanism is strong and constructed well, and although I would have liked the outer case of the locks to be metal, not plastic, because as you can see here, when the case accidentally fell out of the coach, when the driver opened the hold doors, the locks scraped against the doors and scuffed them really easily. Maybe that's something for Level 8 to think about in the future design. But in the spirit of a balanced review, there are a few little negatives with it. For a start, there's no external pockets or slots or anything like that, which means you have to open it right up to get the odd thing out, which can be frustrating, I've got to say. Another thing, it's quite heavy, considering some baggage limits on carry-ons. but you know it's metal, and if you want that strength you have to pay for that in a bit of extra weight. Okay, the smooth surfaces are absolutely beautiful. I mean, but they do scratch and dent quite easily if you're not careful, especially if you throw it around like we did. As you can see here, mine took a beating, and scratches can be easily seen on such a silky smooth surface. Also, that silky smooth can also be a bit of a problem in the boot of a car because it makes the case slide around, meaning you get those annoying sort of constant thumping when you stop and pull away at lights or turn on a sharp corner or something like that. So you need to wedge it in between some stuff, which is a bit unfortunate. Overall though, this case was a joy to take away with us. The wheels are smooth and responsive and it looks great, and the mesh dividers inside are an absolute brilliant design, as are the locks. It's really handy not having any zips, because zips are prone to fail on you, they get caught in stuff, and they're just a pain in the backside. I've also got to say, we've had a lot of unprompted compliments from passers-by. When we've been wheeling it around, we felt very posh indeed with it. So we're going to be using this regularly now for years to come, hopefully, because it's our new favourite weekend case. So thanks to Level 8 for gifting these to us to test. We've got a code in the description that gives you a discount if you're looking on their website, so please do use that if you're interested. And if you're still here, here's some other stuff you might be interested in. Goodbye for now.